Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Boys and girls, welcome. Ladies and gentlemen, ahlan wa sahlan to Madrasa TV show. This is a show where you can call in and recite, and we call it Madrasa TV show, so we bring you madrasa right in front of your TV screens. But this is slightly more than just a madrasa. This is not even an online madrasa, this is a live show, and inshallah ta'ala on this show today, we are going to show you how to call and recite. Boys and girls, this show inshallah ta'ala today is going to be live. For those of you who wish to call and recite, here are the last two segments for you. We have a tajweed segment for you and we have a recitation segment for you inshallah ta'ala. So make sure you do call in and recite. At the end today we're learning Surah Al-Takwir, and from Surah Al-Takwir we have picked certain verses. We're reciting from verse number 14 inshallah ta'ala to 25. One more time, we're reciting inshallah ta'ala from verse number 15 to 25 today. May Allah bless you all. Call in and recite. But the first two segments are going to be really interesting. Boys and girls, we are going to learn names of Allah, and we are going to learn about creation of Allah first. Now, names of Allah. Just like you get to know different things in life, today we will be learning about Allah Azza wa Jal, so you know your creator. Boys and girls, joining me on the show is the bunny. Boys and girls, let's go inshallah ta'ala and start with our first segment, and that is going to be
Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar.
Ya ahlan wa sahlan. Boys and girls, names of Allah. Today we are going to be learning a specific name of Allah. And this name of Allah is a very important one, a beautiful one. This name of Allah, inshallah ta'ala, if you learn it, it will increase. Not only, it will actually, let me just start off by showing you this name. It is Al-Hasib. Yes? From Hasbuk or Hasbuh. And also from the word Hisab, the reckoner. We're going to start off by writing this name of Allah Azza wa Jal, inshallah ta'ala, together. Yeah? So, we say Al-Hasib. Also, there's another word close to this word in Arabic, and the word is Hisab. Hisab, they say Riyadiyat. They say I'm learning what? I'm learning Hisab. Means I'm learning math. Okay, so what does that have to do? Math have to do with the name of Allah Al-Hasib. Well, I'll show you right now. Allah Azza wa Jal is Al-Hasib. He is what? He is Al-Hasib. Barakallahu feekum. What does that mean? It means Allah Azza wa Jal is sufficient for His servant. Yes? There's another verse in Quran, وَمَن يَتَوَكَّلْ عَلَى اللَّهِ فَهُوَ حَسْبُ. The person who believes, who put his trust in Allah, Allah will be sufficient for him. Al-Hasib. There is another explanation to this word, and that is Allah Azza wa Jal is Kafi, which means He is enough for His servant. In another word, the other meaning, is that Allah Azza wa Jal is enough in regards to providing His servants, which means that if Allah Azza wa Jal is your Lord, you do not have to worry about your food, you do not have to worry about your drink, you do not have to worry about what we call rizq. Allah Azza wa Jal will provide you that inshallah ta'ala. Just like Allah Azza wa Jal provides everyone, all His creatures. The other understanding of this word is that Allah Azza wa Jal is, He is holding or knows each and every person what they're doing. And He is keeping hisab of the a'mal of His servants. He is keeping record of each and every person and each and everything they're doing. Yeah? And I'm going to show you an example here from the Quran So everything that you do, Allah Azza wa Jal have a record for it. And Allah Azza wa Jal knows it. What does that make you understand? Well, what does that make you think? It means Allah Azza wa Jal is watching you. It means every time you do something, you're going nowhere because Allah Azza wa Jal knows what you're doing. It's quite an interesting name.
Allahu Akbar.
That was my mistake. That is quite interesting. Now, let's go here, inshallah ta'ala, and have a look at this explanation. The one who takes account of all actions and reckons them. Reckons them, yeah? The one who is measurer and accountant for every deed. You see the word hisab I mentioned earlier. So that is Allah Azza wa Jal. The one who is sufficient to meet all their needs. This is quite interesting. See, sometimes at home, you want to go out for shopping, right? So what do? You start creating what we call what? Shopping list. Only when you start creating a list, you realize there's not enough carrots. So you start writing carrots. Then you realize there's no tomatoes. Then you realize there's no lemon. Then you realize that you need mint. You realize that how many things you need when you start writing them down, when you start doing hisab properly. Then you realize that, oh, we had 10 bags of potato, aloo. Now we only have 5, so we need 5 more. When you do your hisab, you realize that there are more things that you need. So Allah Azza wa Jal, because He have hisab of everything that you need, everything that you do, He knows exactly what you need. And that's why you should raise your hands and ask Allah Azza wa Jal. Others don't know your needs. Other people, they won't know what you want, what you need. They don't know. You have to tell them. But when it comes to our Creator, Allah Azza wa Jal, He doesn't need. He doesn't want you to tell Him. He knows it already. So you ask Him, and you ask Him believing that He knows what you want or what you're going to ask for, and Allah Azza wa Jal will be sufficient for you, inshallah ta'ala. He will provide you with whatever it is that you need. And this is why sometimes you might be asking Allah Azza wa Jal for something and He wouldn't give it to you because He knows that you need something else. You raise your hand, you ask Allah, please, please, can I have this? Please, can I have this? You don't know that Allah is not letting you have this because there's something else Allah wants you to have which is better for you. So that is Al-Hasib, Allah Azza wa Jal. Let's have a look at an example from Quran here of this name of Allah. الذين يبلغون رسالات الله ويخشونه ولا يخشون أحدا إلا الله وكفى بالله حسيبا. Look at the last part of this verse. And sufficient is Allah as an accountant. Allah, yes, He doesn't need anyone else's help to keep a record of all your deeds. It is Allah Azza wa Jal who takes account of everything. And there is another verse in Surah Taha, وَمَا كَانَ رَبُّكَ نَسِيًّا. Allah doesn't forget. So the question is now, how does this make you change the way you ask Allah Azza wa Jal? How does that make you, how is this going to help you ask Allah Azza wa Jal differently? What does this do to you? Once you know that Allah Azza wa Jal is Al-Hasib, how are you going to ask Him, or what are you going to ask Him for? Let's see. I'm watching the comments. How would you ask Allah differently? When would you ask Allah Azza wa Jal by calling on this specific name? Would you say, Ya Hasib? Yes? Would you say, Ya Hasib, give me more food? Would you say, Ya Hasib, I really need to pass this exam? Would you say, Ya Hasib, forgive me? What's the best you can use this dua or this name for in your dua? When would you use this specific name of Allah? When can you? Ya Hasib. Allah Azza wa Jal is sufficient for the person who depends on Him. And Allah Azza wa Jal is holding, or He's taking account on each and everything that you're doing. So what would you say when you raise your hand? Maybe you can say, Ya Hasib, اغفر لي ذنوبي. Forgive my sins, because Allah Azza wa Jal knows all your sins. Maybe you can say, Ya Hasib. Yeah? You can ask Allah Azza wa Jal and you say, Ya Hasib, which the name of Allah Azza wa Jal. And you say, Oh Allah, Hasib, Allah is sufficient for you, and you would say, أعطيني, yes, أعطيني ما يهمني, or things that are important to me, or you can use another dua, and that is اقسم لنا من خشيتك, or you can say يا حسيب ارزقني, give me rizq, or give me what's good for me. MashaAllah, tabarakallah. Learning name of Allah Azza wa Jal will make you able you more and more to ask Allah Azza wa Jal differently. And this is why we have so many different names of Allah. Of course, you can add different names of Allah, and you can say Ya Rahman, or Merciful One, Hasib, and all the other names that we learn. But this specific name has a different taste to it. Makes you see Allah Azza wa Jal, or understand Allah Azza wa Jal differently. Barakallahu feekum. So I hope you write this name, and for those of you, if you were to do a calligraphy of this name, make sure you send it to me on the WhatsApp number that we see here. A lot of you asking in the comments, Ustad, when we are going to recite. Our recitation segment is going to be the last segment, inshallah ta'ala. Okay, here's a number, inshallah ta'ala, that you can call to recite. There's a WhatsApp number, and we also have a landline number. For those of you who are watching this show from outside the UK, I would encourage you to call our WhatsApp number. If you're in the UK, then call us on the studio line number. Boys and girls, you're watching Madrasa TV show. I hope you come back after break, because we will be learning about the creation of Allah, and it's going to be a very interesting one, something we never learned before, and something that you're going to find quite interesting. Short break, inshallah ta'ala. We'll be back. Remember, our recitation segments are the last two segments. So for anyone want to call and recite, call us early, call us early. We'll be learning verses from Surah Al-Takwir. Even if you can't recite these verses, still call us and recite. Stay with us. Come back after the break. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome back, boys and girls, to Madrasa TV show once again. I'm Ustaz Hamza, and Today, what we're going to be doing, we will be learning about a creation of Allah, a creation that is mentioned in the Quran. Barakallahu feekum. After learning the name of Allah, Al-Hasib, and I hope that you guys actually wrote this beautiful name of Allah, Al-Hasib. If you did, make sure you send it to me on the WhatsApp number that is going to come up on the screen. If you send me here, I will share it inshallah with everyone on the screen, Al-Hasib, and you will definitely get a badge. Alright, boys and girls, it's time for us to go to our next segment. This segment is going to be a short one, and we're going to learn about a creation of Allah, and after that, we're going to start our tajweed and recitation segments. We already have callers who called in early, waiting to recite. If you want to be among the callers, call us right now on the WhatsApp number or the landline number. Boys and girls, let's go inshallah ta'ala to our next segment, and that is going to be a... Welcome to the farm. Today we're going to learn a massive, gigantic animal. An animal that is so big, I don't think anyone can figure it out, but let's give it a try inshallah ta'ala and see if you guys can. Can you guys see it? Oh, so small, it's so tiny that you can't really see it. Let's see, what are we talking about today? Boys and girls, today we are talking about... Oh, pressed the wrong one. Whoa! We're talking about this. Al-Farasha, or Al-Farash, moth. Okay. I think it makes sense to draw this, no? Drawing moth is quite simple, guys. We can all draw it. Let's do it together. I want to teach you some facts about this animal and tell you where in Quran this animal is mentioned. Quite interesting one. Farash. Farash. Yeah? And maybe you can color it grey, make it look slightly boring. But then you can draw this. And you can color it with so many different colors and shapes. It is unbelievable how beautiful these creatures look, although they're so small and tiny. You can color them so many different designs, and this is something that proves the existence of Allah Azza wa Jal. No one can just draw or create something randomly like this. It has to be someone who created this. So, where is this animal mentioned in Quran? Well, I'm sure you guys know Surah Al-Qari'ah. You guys know Surah Al-Qari'ah? You don't? Guys, I thought you guys know Surah Al-Qari'ah. Here is Surah Al-Qari'ah. Let's see if I can get an answer live from you guys. What verse here? Which verse of Surah Al-Qari'ah is where the name of this animal mentioned? Al-Farash. Where is this mentioned? Can you guys see it? Al-Farash. Oh, forgot to show you guys how to write this word. Al-Farash. There we go. In Quran, that would be, the moth would be Al-Farash. Find this. Al-Farash. Yes. Female moth, they would say Al-Farashah. They would add ta marbuta. All right. Ayah number 4, someone said. Is that true? Well done, mashallah, tabarakallah. Halima gets a bag. Well done, well done. It is mentioned in ayah number, oh my God, that is on my forehead. In ayah number 4, Kal farashil mabathuth. The question is, what is this ayah saying now? Is it describing the beauty of moth? What is it describing? Well, we're going to learn about that inshallah ta'ala right now. So let's have a look at this. Bismillah. While the moth is only mentioned once within the Quran, it is in relation to the Day of Judgment. This is interesting because there are other animals in the Quran that are used as a parable. For example, people who don't want to listen to truth. In Surah Al-Muddathir, فرت من حمر مستنفرة فرت من أسورة. They're like donkeys who are running away from what? From a lion. Okay? So we go back here. It is in relation to the Day of Judgment and remains a powerful reminder of how scattered and helpless we will be on that day. So, if you were to try to understand this, you see, farash is a beautiful insect. I was about to say animal. It's a beautiful insect. As beautiful as it is, yeah? I mean, I just wish it was a bigger version of this. And I'm sure they are. I don't want it. It sounds so scary. But I'm sure there are bigger ones, yeah? And they look so beautiful. Although these insects can be so beautiful, they're very helpless when it comes to protecting themselves. Yes? They're very weak. They're very light. They're very small. If you think about it, yeah? Subhanallah. So where is Allah Azza wa Jal mentioning this? And let's see. Before we do that, there are more than 2,500 species of moth in the UK alone. But I only seen the grey ones. There's one sitting on my, what do you call it, curtain today. I thought of moving it. I was like, if I don't move it, if I end up, it's going to leave a print on mine. So I said, you know what, just leave it. let it chill. The number of known species worldwide is about 160,000, which drafts the 18,500 known butterfly species. So about 18,000 of them are butterflies, rest of them are classified as moth. It's possible that there may actually be hundreds of thousands more moth species than are yet to be recorded. Allahu Akbar. So can you imagine who created them? Can you imagine how many more creatures out there we don't know about? Well, I'm sure there are plenty. If this and only this, we don't know all the species of this particular one, what about all the rest of the animals? What about animals that we don't even know about yet? Interesting, isn't it? And now have a look at this verse. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. يوم يكون الناس كالفراش المبثوث. It is the day when people will be like moths, dispersed. Which day, guys? Which day? Who's going to answer this one? Guys, let's see who knows the answer. Bunny, ruining it for us. Let's see, which day? Which day? Which day? Which day Allah Azza wa Jalla is talking about here? The Day of Judgment. MashaAllah, tabarakallah. So Dolly, Halima, well done to both of you. Well done to both of you. So, an activity for all of you, those of you watching inshallah ta'ala this show live. Draw me farash or farasha. And also, draw one for me and let's see who does the best one inshallah ta'ala. Let's see who does the best one. May Allah bless you all. Boys and girls, it's time for us to go to our next segment, and that is going to be Tajweed segment. Today we're looking at verses from Surah Al-Takathur. Sorry, Surah, not Takathur, At-Takwir. So let's go, inshallah ta'ala. Let's go straight to our Tajweed segment.
أرجو به أن ينفع الطلاب والأجر والقبول والثواب.
Welcome. So we are going to be starting inshallah ta'ala from verse number 15 up to 25. So these are the 10 verses that we are reciting today. Pay attention. I'll be teaching you or highlighting some tajweed rules as we recite these verses inshallah ta'ala. And then you can call in and recite, and the number is here on the screen. You guys can start calling in now so you can be among the first reciters. Everyone who recites will get a badge, and everyone who recites, who can't recite, you will get a badge as well if you call and you recite with me. Ready? Bismillah. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. فلا أقسم بالخنس الجوار الكنس والليل إذا عسعس والصبح إذا تنفس إنه لقول رسول كريم ذي قوة عند ذي العرش مكين مطاع ثم أمين وما صاحبكم بمجنون ولقد رآه بالأفق المبين وما هو على الغيب بضنين وما هو بقول شيطان رجيم. Boys and girls, let's go for a short break. When we come back, we'll hear our recitations, inshallah ta'ala. There's a lot of you who want to recite, so I want to make sure everyone gets a chance to call and recite. Give me a call right now if you're ready to recite. See you after a short break. We'll start taking your recitations after the break. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome back, boys and girls, to Madrasa TV show once again. We are live and we are learning tajweed, inshallah ta'ala, and I'm going to give all of you a chance to call and recite. So here is a segment that we are learning after learning about creation of Allah in the name of Allah. What we're learning today from Quran, let's go back to our tajweed segment.
أرجو به أن ينفع الطلاب والأجر والقبول والثواب.
Let's have a look at these verses. We're learning from verse number 15 to 25. Even if you don't know these verses, still call in and recite, and I can give you feedback on your recitation. Before we hear your recitation, hear me out. I'm going to highlight certain letters in green, and I want to see how many of you read it accurately. فَلَا أُقْسِمُ بِالْخُنَّسِ الْجَوَارِ الْكُنَّسِ والليل إذا عسعس والصبح إذا تنفس صاد والصبح إنه لقول رسول كريم ذي قوة عند ذي العرش مكين مطاع ثم أمين وما صاحبكم بمجنون ولقد رآه بالأفق المبين وما هو على الغيب بضنين وما هو بقول شيطان رجيم. Now, the letters that are highlighted in green are the ones that are considered whispering letters. So I want to see how you guys recite these. And of course, I'm going to teach you more tajweed rules. But as we hear more reciters and hear the recitations, give them feedback, we'll add more tajweed rules to the rules that we saw already. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Right, anyone who's watching this show from outside the UK, you're more than welcome to call us on the WhatsApp number. If you're in the UK, call us on the landline number. The number is here on the screen. You can call this specific number. Let's go to our first caller, Hawa from Nigeria. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam.
Welcome to the show, and how are you today?
I'm fine, alhamdulillah.
Hawa, are you ready to recite?
Yes, inshallah.
Hawa, let's hear your recitation.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم فلا أقسم بالخنس الجوار الكنس والليل إذا عسعس والصبح إذا تنفس إنه لقول رسول كريم ذي قوة عند ذي العرش مكين مطاع ثم أمين وما صاحبكم بمجنون ولقد رآه بالأفق المبين وما هو على الغيب بضنين وما هو بقول شيطان رجيم صدق الله العظيم.
Have a look at this. Question for you. Would it be subahi or subahi?
Subahi.
Ha. We call this throat letter that is coming right from the middle of the throat. We have another one. Sahibukum or sahibukum?
Sahibukum.
Well done. Well done. There we go. Now, let's come to full mouth letters. There are certain letters that are considered full mouth letters. The first question here is la qawlu or is it la qawlu?
لقول
There we go, Hawa. Well done. That is better. Arshi or Arshi?
عرشي.
Well done, mashallah, tabarakallah. So now, Hawa is going to get a gold badge for calling in. Well done, Hawa, mashallah, tabarakallah. Let's have a look at this, guys, before we take another caller. Full mouth letters, yeah? We say la qawlu, and then we say arshi. We say muta'in, sahibukum, qa, ra, and then we say ضنين, شيطان, رجيم بقول قافزة في الماء letter. مريم السلام عليكم.
رحمة الله وبركاته.
How are you today, Maryam?
Alhamdulillah, and how are you?
I'm very, very well, Maryam. Are you ready?
Inshallah.
Can you recite these verses on your own?
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. لا أقسم بالخنس الجوار الكنس الليل إذا عسعس الصبح إذا تنفس إنه لقول رسول كريم ذي قوة عند ذي العرش مكين مطاع ثم أمين ما صاحبكم بمجنون لقد رآه بالأفق المبين وما هو على الغيب بضنين وما هو بقول شيطان رجيم.
MashaAllah, tabarakallah. Let's try to understand this. ذي قوة عند ذي العرش. ذي العرش. Now there are a lot of letters in Quran that are skipped when we join them together. فلا أقسم بالخنس. Can anyone guess what letter here we are completely going to be skipping it and never reading it ever? Let's see. I'm looking at the comments. Can anyone quickly tell me which letter here it's going to be ignored completely, although you see it right there in front of you, but you're going to ignore it? The answer is, fast answer, guys. So those of you watching live on social media, fast answer. You guys can drop the comment and I can see it, so do it fast, do it quick. Which letter are we talking about here? فَلَا أُقْسِمُ بِالْخُنَّسِ. The answer is this particular letter here, Hamza. We will ignore it completely. You did notice that. Bil khunnas. We're not reading Hamza. Next. Alhamdulillah. Yahdikum Allah wa yuslih balakum, guys. Well done. Muhammad Thana'ullah. Good answer, but a bit slow. A little bit faster, please, Muhammad Thana'ullah, in the comments there. Well done. Al-Jawaril Kunnas. There's a letter here that we're skipping again. Anyone? Again, this letter here. Al-Jawaril Kunnas. We skip Hamza to Wasl. وَاللَّيْلِ إِذَا عَسْعَسَ. We're doing the same thing again. We're skipping this letter here. So you have to know what letters are skipped when we... And you see again and again, it is Hamza to Wasl when it comes in the middle. وَالصُّبْحِ. Hamza and Lam both. Hamza and Lam both. وَالصُّبْحِ إِذَا تَنَفَّسْ. Well done guys. إِنَّهُ لَقَوْلُ رَسُولٍ كَرِيمٍ. We're reading everything here, but maybe you notice that the last letter, there's something about the last letter we're ignoring. Let's not confuse you guys today. Let's continue. ذِي قُوَّةٍ عِنْدَ ذِي الْعَرْشِ. We skip this Hamza. مُطَاعٍ ثَمَّ أَمِينٍ. Everything is fine. وَمَا صَاحِبُكُمْ بِمَجْنُونٍ. Everything is fine. وَلَقَدْ رَآهُ بِالْأُفُقِ الْمُبِينِ. Ignore. Oh, sorry. Only Hamza to wasl. بِالْأُفُقِ الْمُبِينِ. قِل مُبِينٍ. وَمَا هُوَ عَلَى الْغَيْبِ. Ignore this Hamza. Sorry, ignore this Alif Maqsura and ignore this Hamza. وَمَا هُوَ عَلَى الْغَيْبِ. Lam attached to Lam. Short break. We'll be back, boys and girls. When we come back, we will hear more recitation, inshallah ta'ala. Before I go on a break, last verse here. وَمَا هُوَ بِقَوْلِ شَيْطَانِ الرَّجِيمِ. Everything here is read, so we're not really skipping or ignoring anything here. So you notice Hamza to Wasl is skipped a lot of times in the Quran. Let's take a short break and come back and we continue, inshallah ta'ala. We'll hear more recitations. Give me a call if you're ready to recite. After short break. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome back, boys and girls, to Madrasa TV show once again. This is our final and last segment. And in this last segment, we're giving you a chance and opportunity to call and recite on the number that you see on the screen. We have a WhatsApp number, we have a landline number. We're reciting verse number 15 to 25 from Surah Al-Takwir. And you can call us right now if you're ready to recite. We are going to go back to our recitation segment, recite and reflect segment, and reflect on to Muhammadan, inshallah ta'ala. And let's go.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim.
Welcome. Muhammad, assalamu alaikum.
How are you, Ustaz Hamza?
I'm very well. And Muhammad, how are you today?
Alhamdulillah, good.
Muhammad, where are you calling us from?
From Leicestershire.
Ahlan wa sahlan. Muhammad, can you read from verse number 15 to 25?
Yes.
Well,
Inshallah.
let's hear your recitation then.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم فلا أقسم بالخنس الجوار الكنس والليل إذا عسعس والصبح إذا تنفس إنه لقول رسول كريم ذي قوة عند ذي العرش مكين مطاع ثم أمين وما صاحبكم بمجنون ولقد رأى بالأفق المبين ولقد رآه بالأفق المبين وما هو على الغيب بضبط وما هو على الغيب بضنين وما هو بقول شيطان رجيم.
Muhammad, can you see these verses on the screen?
Yes.
What I'm going to do, I'm going to highlight Ghunna for you. And then I'll give you a chance to recite it one more time because I have a feeling that you can win an extraordinary patch. So I'm going to recite them for you. Pay attention. And I'm going to highlight everything that you're supposed to do. Ghunna on in yellow. Ready?
Yes.
So you're going to see certain letters turning yellow on the screen. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. فلا أقسم بالخنس. Let's use a slightly lighter color. خنس. الجوار الكنس. والليل إذا عسعس والصبح إذا تنفس إنه لقول رسول كريم ذي قوة عند ذي العرش مكين مطاع ثم أمين وما صاحبكم بمجنون ولقد رآه بالأفق المبين وما هو على الغيب بضنين وما هو بقول شيطان رجيم. Barakallahu feek. Okay. Now I've highlighted everything where you're supposed to do Ghunna in yellow. Let's hear it one more time from you. Recite as slow as you can.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم فلا أقسم بالخنس الجوار الكنس والليل إذا عسعس والصبح إذا تنفس إنه لقول رسول كريم ذي قوة عند ذي العرش المكين
ها
ذي
عرش مكين. One more time. ذي قوة.
ذي قوة عند ذي العرش مكين مطاع ثم أمين وما صاحبكم بمجنون ولقد رآه بالأفق المبين وما هو على الغيب بضنين وما هو بقول شيطان رجيم.
MashaAllah, tabarakallah, an extraordinary badge for this amazing effort from Muhammad. Well done to you, well done. Oh, just realized the WhatsApp number is not on the screen. Guys, call us on the WhatsApp number or the landline number if you wish to recite, inshallah ta'ala. Number is on the screen. All right. Someone has said, Assalamu alaikum, we'll be joining madrasa first time, inshallah ta'ala. For those of you who are new, you're more than welcome to call and recite. There's a WhatsApp number, there's a landline number here on the screen. If I go back to the screen now, inshallah ta'ala, you can see one has been highlighted in yellow, whispering letters in green, and then we highlighted certain letters in blue, and those are letters. But I want to carry on and highlight a few more throat letters that come right from the middle of your throat. Important that you focus on that. So, Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. فلا أقسم بالخنس الجوار الكنس والليل إذا عسعس. There we go. Ayn and Ayn. They're coming right from the middle of your throat. عسعس. والصبح إذا تنفس. والصبح حاء. إنه لقول رسول كريم ذي قوة عند. There we go. عند عين. ذي العرش عين again. مكين مطاع ثم أمين. عين مطاع. وما صاحبكم بمجنون. حا. ولقد رآه بالأفق المبين. وما هو على الغيب بضنين. We don't say على الغيب, but it is على الغيب بضنين. And then وما هو بقول شيطان الرجيم. بارك الله فيكم. So these purple ones, although they're quite obvious, it's very important that you get them right. Not as, it's asa. It's not subahi. It is subahi with the ha. It's not ذي قوة inda, it's ذي قوة عند. It's not arshi, it's arshi. Pay attention. Not muta'in, this is muta'in. This is not sahibukum, this is sahibukum. It's not ala al-ghaybi, this is ala al-ghaybi. Bidanin, may Allah bless you all. There's certain letters in Quran, if you mispronounce them, you can change the meaning of the word. But there are others that not necessarily change the meaning, but you will be making a mistake when you reciting them, and you should avoid, inshallah ta'ala, all type of mistakes in the Quran, especially if you learned and you're able to pronounce something properly. You should, inshallah ta'ala, force yourself or get used to reciting something correctly, rather than saying, I'm not used to it. No, this is Quran, this is Kalamullah Azza wa Jalla. We all have to get used to reciting it accurately, inshallah ta'ala. Boys and girls, This is going to be the end of today's show, and this is Madrasa TV show. You watching it live on Eman Channel. This is a perfect opportunity for those of you who are watching this show from anywhere in the world. If you want to learn more about Islam, name of Allah, common words in Quran, Hadith, and so many other segments like Muslim World, and exciting segments like Muslim Invention tomorrow, and the 114 segment where we teach you about different surahs in the Quran. This is a beautiful opportunity for everyone to tune in and learn live. This show is live, which means you guys can actually call, Recite, and I can keep an eye on your comments. So if you have anything interesting to say, I'm reading it here. So why don't you guys, inshallah ta'ala, someone said the line is busy. You can call again on the WhatsApp number. If the line is busy, call us back, inshallah ta'ala. We will definitely attend your call and listen to you. Call again if we don't receive your call. On the studio line number, we can, inshallah ta'ala, hold on to many callers all together and listen to them together, inshallah ta'ala, or one after another. So perfect opportunity for everyone to recite. Tomorrow, to tune in and learn, and of course, Tajweed and Quran. Tomorrow, inshallah ta'ala, we are looking at last few verses of this surah and few verses from Surah Al-Infitar. Or we will repeat few of these surahs, inshallah ta'ala, from verse number 19 to the end of the surah. And we'll give everyone a chance to call and recite like today. The number here is international number here, WhatsApp number. You can call us, inshallah ta'ala, regardless of where you're watching us from. You're more than welcome to call us on the WhatsApp number and recite. May Allah bless you all, boys and girls. Tomorrow, once again, we'll be live at 4 p.m. We're going to have a Muslim Invention segment. We're going to have a 114 segment where we teach you about a specific surah in the Quran. And of course, we are going to have a Tajweed and recitation segment for you, so you can call and recite, and you can earn a badge, inshallah ta'ala. Well done to all of you. We had few callers, the line dropped. Guys, if ever line drop, you can call us back, inshallah ta'ala, and recite. May Allah bless you all. Well done to all of you. If you're watching this on Eman Channel, YouTube channel, this show is going to be saved, so you can go and watch it again, inshallah ta'ala. May Allah bless you all. Remember us in your du'as, and I shall remember you in my du'as. Tomorrow, back again on Eman Channel, live at 4 p.m. inshallah ta'ala. You can also watch the show live on our Eman Channel app. Back tomorrow, inshallah ta'ala. Until then, boys and girls, with loads of du'as for you. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. La